show me now. Just hello, my little paws. How are you guys out there, my little kittens? Um, I know I haven't posted a YouTube video in like forever, but I figured I'd post one today, reacting to SatchOnSims. I have two videos I want to react to today, but we are going to be reacting to a SatchOnSims. Not this video that's up right now. We are going to react to the second one in my thing, which is improvements The Sims 4 needs if
Despite
EA
the fact
wants
that we've
to
got many
survive.
Sims 5
Let's hear what he has to say, and we will be reacting. So here we go.
leaks and official information,
Again,
The Sims 4 is still not being killed off anytime soon. EA have stated themselves they've got years of content left planned for this game, and if they want to keep us playing for years, it's safe to...
There are a lot of bugs that have to be fixed to keep this game running. If you guys don't know, the lag glitch needs to be fixed real bad. There's a bunch of lag. And when you don't play with mods and you're just playing with packs, there's still a lot of lag. So that does need to be fixed and addressed by EA. I believe that wholeheartedly. So, let's just react to
say that there are a lot of problems in this game that need to be changed if they want to keep players happy playing this game. So today I'm going to be talking about some of the most important minor issues that need to be fixed. Obviously there's some major things like bug fixes, simulation lag, wanting cars in the game, but today I'm focusing on the more realistic improvements that I think the game actually needs. Starting off looking at UI changes, we need a much bigger cast selection. This is not acceptable, really, especially with EA constantly releasing kits and new packs with loads of cast. This surely is not the best way to do it. There must be a better way. Also, it's frustrating because, for example, if I want to filter by only the Get Together pack, as soon as I move onto another section of cast, it shows everything, and Get Together as a filter only applies to tops. So not only does the UI need a bit of changing, I do think the filtering system needs a bit of changing as well, especially...
The filtering system needs mega updates. These are small things that need to be improved in the game, and my sister wants to be a game developer. So I know these are really small issues, because I've, they're just small issues. But small issues like expanding the kit section. I don't own a single kit except for one. That's a build buy kit because it was free. I will never buy kits. I think it's capitalistic, and I'm not buying into it. That being said, for people who do buy kits because they need that little inch of content, because they are dying for more content every day, good for you, I guess. Waste your money. In my opinion, it's like you're wasting your money, but, do you. Saying that as I try to be a EA game changer, or a EA whatever now it's called. But the kits need to be expanded. The whole kit thing does need to be expanded. I agree, because we have multiple kits now, so it's not just one kit. Because there's multiple kits, I would say actually expand the kit category, like put the names, like you see with the bigger packs, like stuff packs, expansion packs, and game packs, they are all listed. I think that should be done with kits too. Even the free packs are, which is just one right now, don't know if there'll be another, is listed there as its own unique pack and has its own pack name. I think the same should be done with kits. That's my opinion. But I agree with Satch on that this whole UI thing, if I want to filter by a certain pack, I should be able to filter by a certain pack in both. Or if I want to filter by just custom content, I should be able to do that in all categories. Dresses, if I hit it in one, it should go to all categories. Dresses, pants, shoes, hats, everything. It doesn't. And I think that really needs an update. And I do think we need more columns, because even I, who was against doing this to begin with, even when I wasn't a big CC person, I started doing the 4 Columns mod, and I don't have a lot of packs. Compared to how many packs are out, I don't have a lot of them. Maybe I do. Sure, but I don't. I don't have tons and tons of millions of packs. But I will say this: I do love The Sims. It is my favorite game. So.
See, now we've got kits, and we've got like a special category, birthday. But what?
There's like one top in birthday. Like EA, if you're planning to like have this whole birthday thing, I understand like the stuff that came with your birthday update being special, but you know, once it hits 23 years, please expand on the birthday category a lot more with clothes. And with build buy, I think that would be nice.
Only one top in birthday, and why is this a birthday top? Do you know what I mean? It just seems very strange to me.
I understand why it's considered a birthday top because it did come in the. I don't know if it was the 2021 or the 2022 birthday update. That came with a bunch of content that Simmers, not Sims team, but Simmers content creators, such as CC creators, made and are now officially in the game. That's what that is, Satch, if you didn't know.
Somebody else pointed out as well with hair, it would be nice to have a hair texture filter instead of just a different kind of hair length.
We actually, if you do click this arrow right here, we actually do have a hair texture system. It's just behind this little arrow here that no one clicks on when they're in hairs. But yeah, I found that out recently.
Of course, build by could do with some UI changes too. As with Cass, we only have a 2-tiled grid.
This needs to be, like with the better build by mod, you can expand this. I think this just needs to be able to be pulled up. Like that thing on your Sims, like, what is it? The personality thing for your Sims, like, they're like, their likes, their dislikes, their personality, like their traits are there, their, you know, all that, their, when it comes to teens and little kids, it's like, responsibility, like parenthood stuff is there. If you have, what is that one? Road to Fame? Something like that? Don't know what it is, don't know the official pack name. Or Mount Cover Remedy Pack, which I can't remember the freaking name of right now off the top of my head. Those 2 packs, if you got those 2, then that's even added in there because of lifestyles and because of the Fame, like, roster thing. Which I don't have those 2 packs, so I don't. Yeah, let's add
increasing amount of packs, especially build kits, because we're getting a lot of build kits. This is simply not like, acceptable. EA can shut their mouths if they want to tell me this.
We literally have a lot of kits and a lot of build stuff, so yes, I do think it either needs to be expandable, or, which I think it would be best to just make it expandable. EA, just do that. I think that would be easy. You could, if you need to, like, ask the creators a better build by, if you can actually insert their coding as permanent game stuff. I don't know if they would let you, but I think that'd be kind of cool. You know, you would probably pay them for it, but I think it would be kind of cool to, like, just have better build by permanently in the game instead of it as a mod. I think that'd be kind of cool.
Acceptable, because it is not. And again, with the filtering system, birthday stuff, like,
again, he doesn't realize that was for like the 21st or the 22nd. Can't remember which one it was for, but it was for their birthday, like, installment. They had a bunch of CC creators insert. They had a bunch of CC creators content inserted into the game, and it's filed under birthday because it was for a birthday celebration.
What has any of this got to do with birthdays? Same again.
Actually, there's actually the number of birthday items is the number of the year. So I think it was 21 birthday items in total, or 22. So So just so you know,
And with kits, it's not acceptable. With the amount of kits we're getting, this is honestly just not good enough.
Again, I really do think if you would insert the better build buy or the better cast aspects of some mods, like the better build buy mod is great and I love it and I just started using it recently. I think if you insert that into your game, EA, or pay the creator of it to insert what they've done into your game, I think that'd be best. But I don't know how that whole system works, and I really don't know how you would go about doing that. But if I think it'd be cool to have it just like permanently in the game. But I don't know how that stuff works. So
you need a separate kit filter, and this actual filter thing as well also needs to be bigger. And in terms of
I don't think it needs to be bigger. I think it's fine the way it is. I mean, yes, it's small, but if we made it bigger, I think it would be a problem. I think the size it is perfectly fine. I disagree with Satch on that.
Mode UI changes, we do need a much better pie menu. This is honestly not very good the way it is now, especially when you click on another sim and you go over to friendly. Like, there's just way too much stuff in here. I personally,
I've never had a problem with clicking more options. When it comes to that stuff, I really don't mind it too much because that was the same with the other games as well. So I don't think that needs to change because it's just the same as it was in other games. I think that's just normal.
I think it needs to be simple.
But I would say that, like in other previous games, I know that you had very little interactions at first, and then the more you became friends with the person, or the more romantically inclined you were with the person, the more amount of options you had to do. I think that would be kind of
simplified because most of these don't really have any differences anyway. The Sims scene do just chuck every single thing in friendly, even though it's not really friendly. I would love to see a whole new change with this one. In terms of
I think there should be, like, instead of, like, things that are considered friendly, like the occult talk, I think the occult talk should be in its own little category. I think, like, you should have, like, the occult category, and then more choices for occult, and you could pick, like, werewolf, spellcaster, mermaid, those kind of interactions, and go from there. Or just have the occult added there, and then you could just click occult interactions. I think that'd be cool.
Specific build mode changes, one thing that really does need to be fixed is curved walls. The way EA has bought
curved walls are fucked. But I always give positive feedback and try to give suggestions, even though I don't know how game creating works. I really don't. How long has this video been? I know I'm probably filming way too long. 13 minutes. You guys can endure me talking for a little more. Probably gonna cut this down, but yeah, curved walls do need fixed.
Out curved walls is extremely sloppy and embarrassing. Look at this glitchy mess. Look at how this wall is not even, like, touching it. When I bring it this way, it does. The fact that we have barely any windows that even do support curved walls, or barely any doors, or at least nice doors too. In terms of other build mode changes, you can freely slide a door along a wall, but you cannot freely slide a gate along a fence. Another change I want to see is a change to item descriptions. If I type in the word chicken, this is the only chicken we've got, and of course a chicken coop. But this right here is a chicken, or a hen at least. And
I agree, searching for things is really glitched. Because there are certain things that are not under a word you would look up to find that object, because they're not labeled as that in the build category. So I definitely agree with him on that. That should be changed.
It doesn't make sense that you can't search for this. This object here is a basketball, but if I search for basketball, it doesn't show up. I do think that a lot of items in The Sims 4, seeing we have so many now, the search filter actually needs to have tags that don't just rely on the name or description of an object, because the Sims team often gives things very, very weird, quirky names that you wouldn't always expect. And another thing that I would like to see is custom collections. This is something that we've had before. before. We had it definitely in The Sims 3, and I think we had it in The Sims 2 too. You can actually create your own group of objects, and then there'd be a separate menu at the bottom here with the UI, and it would basically allow you to sort by that set. Being able to group together objects in your own collection folder would make build mode so much better, and so...
In previous games, I found that I was a console player in previous games. So, console was very different from PC, obviously, but that was an implement, and I believe Sims 3 console, and I never used it. When I did try to use it, I found it really annoying and really troublesome to use, to be honest. I think with the search thing's updated, I don't think the set thing would be necessary. I think he's making unnecessary work because he has played the other games. I have too. I haven't played The Sims 1, obviously. But I was a console player for The Sims 2, and I was a console player for The Sims 3. That being said, I have not played those games in forever. But, again, I don't really agree with him on the set thing. Sorry, Satch. I agree with you on most things, but right here, right now, the set thing,
so much more tolerable. In terms of the gallery, we need a lot of changes too. Firstly, you can't sort...
The gallery, there's one major thing. There's only one thing I would say to fix in the gallery is when you click own packs, you get suggested builds or Sims with packs that you don't own, as well as packs that you do own at the same time. But I think you should only be able to see the ones that include only packs that you own. I think that's the main change I would make. When you click owned packs, it should just do what it's supposed to do and filtered by your owned packs. You shouldn't click on a build and see there are a bunch of other packs that I use that you do not own. I don't think that should be there. But that's the only thing I see that needs fixed with the gallery, so let's see what he has to say.
Sort by packs that you do not own. This is a stupid capitalistic problem that's existed ever since The Sims 4 has existed, and this is because EA wants to peer pressure you into buying new packs. They can sue me for saying that I don't care because it's true, and I think they need to get...
I don't want to get sued. So EA knows that I do not agree with him on this front. I really, really don't. I did not know he was going to say that. This Satch, though, he's free to say whatever he wants on his own content, but I do not agree with that statement. Yes, EA is capitalistic, but I just think it's a broken system, and I don't think they purposely broke the system.
Get a grip and allow us to actually exclude packs that
we're gonna skip this.
And sometimes they look really ugly in the thumbnail, but they're really pretty when you're actually downloading the source.
I guess that's true. I understand what he's saying about this part here. Is if you guys want to know, like,
so it looks so much more fun, but with lots you can't take in-game screenshots, and sometimes...
Yeah, there are in-game screenshots that you can take with your own Sims by using the pose mod, and the pose mod won't show up as it's a pose mod when you upload them to the gallery because they don't have CC, blah 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 blah, it doesn't matter. But you can't do that with builds. I agree that you should be able to, but again, does that really bug me? Not really. Let's go.
EA promised that they would gradually start adding bunk beds for all of the older packs. However, they've only added a few for some of the newer packs, but not updated.
I guess they did say they would. I don't know if they did. I don't know. I'm not gonna go based off his word about that. I haven't done my own research, so. But I don't know if they said they would go back and add bunk beds for older packs. But I think the fact that we got bunk beds at all is good. So don't look a gift horse in the mouth and don't talk badly about it. Thank you.
Because high school years have wants and fears, but other packs do not. Because from their perspective, all of the...
I agree, older packs do need the wants and fears system. Like, certain packs, not like all, but some older packs. Like the vampires one, you could have a fear of vampires, or you could have a fear to be bitten, or you could have a fear to be turned. or a vampire could have a fear of the sun or fear of dying, stuff like that. Would be kind of nicely implemented. Or spellcasters, like spellcasters could think of doing, like, could have a fear of doing the wrong potion or have a want of doing like the perfect potion. Something like that would be nice. I agree with him on that. I'm just skipping through.
But this is a must. This has been a problem ever since The Sims 4's first release. I do not want to have to create a brand new sim and cast every time I want to play the game. There's no...
Now, someone who has played the same save file for years and has to remake it every so often because she forgets to back up her save files, which I need to do real quick, properly. I do find that annoying. I also find it annoying that when you go to do a scenario and you can't, I think it's a glitch, you can't pick to start a new game when you start a scenario. I think that's stupid because of a lot of reasons. Because, especially if the scenario comes with a pre-made sim, you can't pick the save you want it in. Like, I have one save, and that save, I don't want anything else in besides what I'm doing in that save. So, that being a factor, I think that could be fixed. Scenarios could be a little bit fixed, but I think I don't, but again, this doesn't really bug me because I only play in one save. So maybe if you like played in one save file, you wouldn't have that issue. But yeah. Let's go ahead and see what
have none, and I would also like to see a rework of the current aspirations to make them a little bit less tutorial-y and make more sense.
I agree that the aspirations are a bit tutorial-like, and you could definitely go about making them not tutorial-ish. But I think that is a lot more work than Satch thinks it is. I think that's a lot more work than most people think it is. So, to revamp a game cosmetic like that, I think it would take a lot more work than the other things we've been asking for so far. So I can't really, as long as they do it for newer packs like they did the werewolves, I think I'm okay with how they do things now. Not making werewolves a tutorial thing, but still a kind of a tutorial thing at the same time, but not really. You can do it at your own pace. I think that would be nice. But I also think, like, getting rid of game cosmetics would be an issue for an update. You're asking for a global scale thing that you don't even realize is actually a big thing to fix. So yeah.
As an actual life goal. In terms of cooking, many people have said that they want an
Okay, I don't want an overview of cooking. I just want things that when you have get to work, you have the bake option. But when you're just playing, I don't have get to work, so I know this is a factor. People who have get to work don't realize that people who only have like the base game or don't get to work at all, we don't have the option for bake. So I think it's fine that cakes are in cook. We don't have the bake option. If we do, I haven't seen it, so. And if we do, then yes, I do believe cakes and stuff like that should be put in bake, but I don't think we have that option, so. That came with Get to Work, and I think I think it came with Get to Work. I'm not for sure where it came from. But I don't have that option in my game, and I don't know, like, a lot of people talk about it, but I think it came with Get to Work. Because I know someone who only has Get to Work and they have that option, which, well, they don't only have Get to Work. They have a couple other packs, but not many. They have vampires that Get to Work, let's say. And that person would be my sister. So, that being said, I do think that, that big option came with either Get to Work or vampires, but I believe it came with Get to Work. I don't have it in my game, so I do think it's fine the way it is. So Sorry, Satch, gonna disagree. Okay, let's
But you
go
can't
back to
randomize cheek scars for some reason. But
I think you should be able to randomize everything. I think even randomizing an aspiration would be nice. But that's because, random genetics exists. So, I guess it should be a thing to randomize everything. Just an opinion. Again, EA, you've changed that so many times, I don't think it's hard fix.
You can randomize brow scars, but you can't randomize skin details.
I think you should be able to randomize everything in CAS. Outfits, skin details, stuff, teeth, cheek scars, head scars, everything. So, tattoos even. So, yeah.
Random things like that need to be changed about CAS. Also, we have styled looks, which is incredibly useful.
Styled looks have been updated throughout the pack, so I don't know what he's going to say about styled looks, and I just think styled looks are perfect the way they are. I don't use them, but
for styling your Sims in any way that you like. I also think there's no reason why you can't just create custom styled looks. Like as I said with Bill Byron.
Custom styled looks. I think that would be nice, but I think you're asking a lot more than you think you are, Satch, there. I think that's a big implement to implement in the game because you are giving more free will. It's like, I think it's like a big update, like when they gave us the sliders for makeup and stuff. That was a big deal. So I think this would be more of a huge thing, like being able to make your own custom sets and stuff. I think you think that's a small thing. It is not. It's a huge thing. So I disagree.
Reason why the Sims team can't just work directly with mod creators. We've seen this in many video games before. Video game companies will work with mod.
They do work with mod creators. They do. They did for the birthday, so I don't understand why they wouldn't again. They did for the birthday stuff. They have worked with mod creators. They are still working with mod creators. Some tattoos came from like artists and normal people, but yes, they're working with the Sims community. I think it's just good that they're working with the Sims community. So let's not over ask for stuff here, Satch. Again, I did say it would be nice for them to, work with a mod creator that did the better build by mod. I think that would be great. But again, let's not look a gift horse in the mouth that they are actually working with us as as a simming community. Let's not look that as a gift horse in the mouth there, Satch.
Modders to actually integrate mods as an integral update to the game. This has happened on so many occasions with so many different games. We want to put this in the game. I'll give you a little bit of money for it. There you go, sorted.
I think he's just going to talk about what I talked about with Better Build Buys. So we are going to end this video here. It has been 28 minutes. I think that's good time to end the video. I appreciate you guys so much for watching, and I will see you, my little paw kittens, at a later date. I hope you really enjoyed your time here with me. If you click back or go to twitch.tv/beachpawforever, you can find me there. Same way it's spelled.